Ever feel like you're running on a hamster wheel, working like crazy but feeling empty? Like you're sacrificing everything for a goal that doesn't even bring you joy? You're not alone. We're going to break down a simple 2x2 matrix that's going to help you understand exactly where you are on your work-life balance journey and how to actually get to a place where you feel fulfilled and energized. Stick with me. This isn't some fluffy self-help advice. It's a practical framework you can use to redesign your life. So picture this. You're juggling a million things. A demanding job, family obligations, trying to squeeze in some hobbies. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, like you're failing at everything. But what if I told you there's a way to see it all clearly, to understand what's really draining you and what's actually bringing you joy? That's what this matrix is all about. It's a way to map your life and see where you need to make some changes. This matrix has two axes. On one side, we have work intensity, how much pressure and demands you've got in your work life. On the other, we have personal fulfillment, how much joy, purpose, and satisfaction you've got in your life outside of work. It's not just about working less, it's about feeling more alive. Let's dive into the four quadrants and see where you might be stuck. First up, low work intensity, low personal fulfillment. This is the zombie zone. You're not working crazy hours, but you're also not feeling any spark in your life. You're just existing. I've been there, stuck in a job I didn't care about. Evenings spent scrolling through social media, feeling like time is slipping away. It's comfortable, but it's also deeply unsatisfying. It's like being on a slow-moving Ferris wheel. You're not getting hurt, but you're not experiencing any real excitement either. A study by the American Psychological Association found that people in this zone are more likely to experience feelings of apathy and loneliness. Next, we're looking at high work intensity, low personal fulfillment. This is the burnout zone. You're working like a machine, putting in the hours, chasing the promotions, but you're miserable. You're constantly stressed, exhausted, and resentful. I knew a guy who was climbing the corporate ladder, sacrificing everything for success, but he was a shell of a person. He missed his kids' birthdays, neglected his health, and was constantly on edge. According to a Gallup poll, over 76% of Americans experience burnout at some point in their careers. This isn't sustainable. It's a recipe for disaster. Then we have low work intensity, high personal fulfillment. This is the bliss zone. You're not pushing yourself crazy at work, but you're feeling incredibly fulfilled and happy in your life. You're pursuing your passions, spending time with loved ones, and feeling a deep sense of purpose. This isn't about laziness. It's about prioritizing what matters. A study on happiness found that strong social connections and a sense of purpose are the biggest predictors of long-term well-being. It's like being on a gentle swing, relaxed, content, and enjoying the ride. And finally, high work intensity, high personal fulfillment. This is the thrive zone. You're pushing yourself at work, but you're also feeling incredibly energized and fulfilled in your life. You're passionate about what you do. You're making a difference, and you're feeling a deep sense of purpose. It's not always easy. There are challenges and setbacks, but you're resilient, you're driven, and you're loving the journey. Research from Positive Psychology Institute shows that people in this zone have higher levels of creativity, productivity, and overall life satisfaction. It's like being on a thrilling roller coaster, exciting, challenging, and incredibly rewarding. Now let's be real. Most of us don't live in a perfect quadrant. We bounce around depending on the day, the week, the year. But understanding the matrix helps you identify where you're leaning and what adjustments you need to make. So what's the problem? Why are so many of us stuck in the burnout zone or the zombie zone? It's because we often fall for a few traps. We're told that success equals sacrifice. We equate busyness with importance. We chase external validation instead of listening to our own hearts. But here's the trick. Getting out of those zones isn't about some magical overnight transformation. It's about making small, deliberate changes. Let's dig into some solutions. First, redefine success. Is it a bigger paycheck, a fancier title, or is it feeling fulfilled, making a difference, and having meaningful relationships? People who define success on their own terms are more likely to be happy and successful. Second, prioritize your energy. What activities drain you? What activities energize you? A Harvard Business Review article on energy management suggests that we should focus on activities that replenish our energy rather than deplete it. Third, say no more often. It's okay to decline invitations, turn down projects, and set boundaries. Brené Brown, a researcher on vulnerability, says that setting boundaries is the way we protect our energy and maintain our well-being. Fourth, cultivate your passions. What makes you feel alive? What do you love to do? A study by the University of California, Berkeley, found that pursuing hobbies and interests is a powerful way to reduce stress and increase happiness. Now, for the climax, the moment it all clicks. Imagine you're feeling overwhelmed, burnt out, and disconnected. You're stuck in the burnout that zone, feeling like you're failing at everything. You decide to use this matrix. You take a step back, assess your life, and realize that you're prioritizing external validation over your own happiness. You start saying no to commitments that drain you. You start pursuing your passions, and you start connecting with people who lift you up. Next thing you know, you're feeling more energized, more fulfilled, and more connected than ever before. That's the Thrive Zone in action. So, wrapping this up, work-life balance isn't about finding a perfect equation. It's about understanding where you are, what's draining you, and what's bringing you joy. It's about making small, deliberate changes that align with your values and your passions. If you like this, smash that next video popping up. It's loaded with more tools to design a life you love.